Oh! Sorry, we missed the little animation, but thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sparrow Grass. Robobin, thank you. Little heart here. Enjoy your emotes that were drawn by Robobin herself. That are super amazing, by the way. Yep, super nice. I love the art. I have to ask you for more, but I have to think what kind of art I want now. Yeah, you got to a little chair dance. It's almost my and you know there's the time traveling and there's the dance chair. That's the two my two trademarks. All right, where's my game now? Last time I started the wrong one. I started Space Quest 2 when I was supposed to play Space Quest 3. No, Space Quest 1. Oof, numbers are difficult. I don't have a joystick. What do I do? Escape if you do not wish to use the joystick. Alright. This is the right one. And okay, so I was looking at my VOD, and I'm like, it took me a whole 2 minutes to figure out that I was playing the wrong game. Like the chapter 2, Space Quest 2. That wasn't enough of a hint for me to realize that I wasn't launching the right game. It's just when this appeared that I went like, oh my god, this is the wrong game. That's how slow my brain is. Hey Slater, how are you doing? I'm good, I'm good. And I have my big cursor right in the middle, just to annoy you guys. As you will recall in our last chapter, you had just foiled the Sarians' fiendish plot to rule the galaxy by using the Star Generator as their weapon of destruction. You became a hero by saving countless lives and returning the Star Generator technology into safe hands. Life was beautiful. I don't know if I have to press enter though. I'm gonna wait a little bit, and if it's not continuing, then probably means I have to press enter. Yeah, I think I have to press enter. Okay. But heroes come and go and people soon forget. Your celebrated hero-dom slowly fades, leaving you once again a janitor. The promotion to head janitor was no consolation, especially since you are the only member of the janitorial staff. Nor was the transfer to Orbital Station 4. Sweating like a pork beast in a pressure suit while relocating space debris in zero gravity just wasn't your idea of a good time. Life sucks. Again. There we go. Oh! Please enter your name. Of course. No, there we go. Orbital Station 4 is one of many orbiting Xenon, your home planet. It is a transfer point for travelers seeking transportation to the various planets of the Irnan system. Hey Rafavi, what's up? As we begin in this chapter of our story, we find you, Roger Wilco, ace janitor, doing what you do best. Let me increase the cycles a tiny bit here, so it's not too slow. Alright, that sounds like the perfect speed. Wow, the sound of the broom. A beep emanates from your wristwatch. You release your grip of the broom. Oh no. Bye, broom. The broom floats away, never to be used again. That makes it the third one in this week. Wait till your boss finds out. Oops. Oh, okay. I can type now. Use watch. There, that is currently okay. Look at watch. All right. Press F10 when done. Press H. H. Horoscope for today. Oh. Keep up the good work today could bring that big promotion you think you deserve. Don't take any wooden buckazoids. Why would I take wooden buckazoids? The broom is off on a magical adventure now. Yes, you're a broom quest. Oh my god, there we go. Game pitch right there. Broom quest. That would be awesome. It's not the golden broom though. Because if that's the third one he lost this week, then it's definitely not the golden broom. Wow, you guys are giving me tons of ideas now. We need to write the stories of the broom. Wow. You think it's in the itch.io bundle? Twitch? Oh. Anyways, yeah, the broom quest would be a great quest. Hey Mel, how you doing? I saw your little video jumping in the water. I was almost jelly. I was like, oh my god, I would do that too, right now. That sounds amazing. Was it cold though? Like, were you jumping in a river or? It's a huge charity bundle that has 1,700 games in it. Wow. That's a really big bundle. That's bigger than my library at the very least. Not that my library is any big. It's the ocean? Damn! It was cold but nice. Yeah, I bet. It's really awesome to like it reminds me, you know, when you do the cold and warm water, like we have tons of spas like this where I live, and like you cycle, you do like 15 minutes in really super warm water, then you just dip a minute or two in super cold water, and then you rest for like 15 minutes ish, and then you do the cycle again. It's so relaxing. I haven't done it in a while, but because of COVID and stuff, they're not open yet. It was around 33 Celsius. Outside, yeah. It's about that temperature here as well. Is it like, okay, so here's my question, Mel. What kind of warmth do you have? Is it a dry warm or it's a humid warmth? Because when I lived in Toronto, it was insanely humid. But here in Quebec, it's very dry. And it feels very different in the wintertime. Like when you're in Toronto and it's like -10, it feels insanely cold because it goes through all the layers of clothing you have. But when it's -10 here, it's pretty warm because it doesn't go through all your clothes. It's humid. Wow, okay. But it's dry in the big city. Ah, interesting. Here where I live now, it's fairly dry. So the summers aren't too bad. But yeah, when I lived in Toronto, the winters were cold and the summers were disgustingly humid is the best way I can describe it. And I don't like humid summers. I like very dry summers. So I'm just right in the right temperature now. Press C. That's communication, right? Look at him. He looks pissed.
Hey there, thanks for the host.
Thanks for the host, Mel. Rasha Wilco, get in here on the double. You've got a mess to clean up on the shuttle that just returned. One of the passengers got space sick on the way down. Besides, you should have been down out here an hour ago. Get a move on. You missed those alerts? Yeah, I missed them too. Like, I should restore some of them because I changed my sub and follow alert. But I'm considering maybe get those back the way they were. Okay, I'm pressing enter, but okay. With that, the image disappears. It was timed, so even if I pressed enter 50,000 times, it didn't work. Oh, hang on. I wanted to... Wanted to see what T it was. Temperature? I didn't press F10. Don't know why I left. Okay. It's 11:26 and minus 47. Ooh, that's cool. Nope. Yeah, nope.
Thanks for the host.
Thanks to the host, Tom. How are you doing? I'm doing good. What about you? What's up today? It's sunny outside. I'm doing quite well. Coughing a little bit less today. You only played the fan remake. I played the fan remake last time. Now I'm playing the EGA version with the beautiful 3 channels sound from Tandy 1000. Stand by from decontamination. Alright, we're decontaminated. Look in locker. You bravely peer into the locker to find a Rubik's Cube puzzle and your athletic supporter. The Atlantic River. Hang on, I have to catch up here. It's an ocean. The Atlantic River. Excuse me. I'm not close. Well, actually, I'm close to a river, not the ocean. Yeah, I'm bad with geography too, Tom. Don't feel bad about that. Let's take the athletic supporter. You need to change suits first. Why? Okay. Alright, then I'll change suit. Hey, Dan. I almost feel like I have to put my glasses on because I have a hard time reading the text. Let's don't and say we did. Okay, change clothes, maybe? Alright, okay. That worked. Now we look like Roger. Roger Wilco. In your town, you have a river that everyone calls a lake. You don't understand it. I think we have to look the definition of a lake and a river. Yeah, a jockstrap. That's exactly what it is. We'll need it later. Okay, so I took the supporter and I can show it to you. Isn't that saying roof instead of ceiling? I'm not sure. I confuse both quite frequently. Alright, so in our inventory we have, oops, I want to see the object. So that's what the supporter looks like. This is your athletic supporter. Without close inspection, you notice it to be well used. Oh. Okay. Disgusting. Do I get points if I close the I haven't saved yet also. No, I don't get points for that. Oh, see, I played it before. I don't remember when, but I played it before. But last time I played it on stream, it was the remake. So I probably played it on my own a long time ago. I love the art. The art is beautiful. It's about time you got in here, Roger Wilco. Head for the shuttle bay on the double. I'm warning you. You're on your last leg around here, bud. One more screw up in your history. Ceiling inside, top of room, roof outside. Yes. Yes, Dan. Yeah, in French we have the equivalent with toit is roof and plafond is ceiling. Yeah. He then orders the transportation officer to send you directly to the shuttle bay and nowhere else until the job has been completed. But yeah, we don't have a lake here around here, but we have a river. We have a beach though. I haven't gone to the beach yet. Well, obviously because it wasn't summer yet. To you, a cup of water is the same as an ocean, and a hot dog is a taco, and milk is a soup. Well, technically, milk is food, apparently. It's funny to say, but it has all the nutrients and stuff to be considered as food. That's your trivia of the day. But I would like to go to the beach sometime. Let's go inside the ship. You enter the shuttle and start sniffing around for the mess you must clean. Is it a cereal soup if you heat it up? Oops. You're surprised to find that the shuttle is not empty. There are two extremely ugly suckers walking towards you. I don't know, what. Oh, pow. Twack. Bink. Thud. Your protest is cut short as the interstellar ruffians proceed to thump you unconscious. Everything fades. I don't know what you guys, where you guys are at with the confinement rules and stuff. Time passes. Yeah, I know, the expletive are kind of weird. You wish COVID was the name of a new car. More time passes. You wouldn't buy it, but it would be better than current explanation. Yeah, I'm doing well, Dan. Thanks to the follow, Anna, Indiana. A strange dream turns into the realization that you are being shaken and talked to. Blah 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 blah. Okay, upon awakening from your forced rest, it becomes quite apparent that you aren't in Kansas or Xenon anymore. Find that you are being held upright and under physical strain from both sides, and you guess by the galactic goons you met. Oh, it's so fast. As you try to struggle free, you notice that your hands are tied behind your back. Yeah, those were made by I can't remember who made them. I'm sorry, but I thought that was pretty funny, so I used them for my notifications. Okay, I'm missing all the text, but I am hoping you guys have read it. A sagging mass of flesh that appears to have been human, and at one time tubes and wires extend from his body, leading into machines, which keeps him alive. Suddenly his visage stirs and he begins to speak. The fourth COVID, because any press is good press. I don't know if I would buy it though. Everyone's talking about it, indeed. But it has a nice ring for a car name, I must admit. I don't know if I have to press enter or if I have to wait now. Because all the text that appeared before was time-based. I wasn't even pressing enter. And now it's just stuck there. And it's not advancing the story. So I guess I have to press enter. Nasty game. Trolling me so bad. Well, did we have a nice nap? I thought you would have to resort to... we would have to resort to drastic measures to wake you. Oh well. I probably would have to resort to drastic measures to wake me up when I sleep. Jeez, when I sleep, I am like... I won't say dead, but oh my god, I sleep very tightly and like very deeply. I love this image because like he looks, when he laughs, it's hilarious. Welcome to my humble fortress, Roger Wilco. The name is Vol, Sludge Vol. I was a genius behind the star generator when it was still in the concept stages. It was to be my ultimate war weapon until some sissy pants scientists decided it would be better used saving lives rather than destroying them. What a waste of technology. Excuse me if I sound bitter. Anyway, you ruined my Sarian operation. I was going to use the star generator to make Xenon pay for what he did to me. They were going to know my wrath in a big way. He somehow managed to change all of that. Vader with the helmet off? Yeah, it does, right? It's helmet. It's Darth Vader romance. Good one. Oh, I suppose I should have known better than use those mental midgets. Ooh, Sarians. You know how we've evolved as a society when I feel bad saying this. That's not the point, however. You are responsible and you shall pay. Besides, I have another plan and you'll not be around to foil it. It is. It's interesting to see how insults have changed over the years. I have devised a plan so horrible, so frightening, so diabolical, no one will be able to stop me. Observe my latest creation. Look at his finger. Oh yes, I intend to infest your planet with thousands of these genetically engineered door-to-door life insurance salesmen. I will at last reap some sweet revenge from the scientific community that mocked me. My plan was to kill you, but I've had a change of heart. Ha ha ha, get it? He peers down at the hoses protruding from his chest and connected to a life support system. Forgive me, I'm a kidder. I've decided I would get much more enjoyment watching you suffer. My associates will escort you to the surface of Libyan, where you will perform many painful hours of manual labor in my mines. Be seeing you. Look at him laugh. It's so funny. I like how they have the head like just jiggle. It's really well done. Love the graphics. One quick second. I have my dose of sweet juice coming. All right, sorry. My dealer just came to bring me my my addictive sweet juice. There we go. I'm not sponsored by them, sadly, but it is always delicious. Sweet and juice? No, it's sweet juice. It's full of sugar. Gives me some energy. No, I'm not drinking. That's the thing. You guys make me laugh so much because I try my best to say words and it sounds like other words. And then when you guys bring that up, it makes me laugh so much. Then I sort of realize it and I'm like, yeah, that does sound like that. But I could have a stronger French accent if I wanted to. I really try my best to not show it too strongly. I watch a few French Canadian streamers, and some of them are like pretty bad. You wonder if farts recycle up in his suit? Well, I know they do in the Fremen still suits. An injection renders you unconscious. Your drugged carcass is loaded onto a shuttle. Upon reviving, you look through the viewing port to see Vol's massive asteroid fortress, getting smaller. I love the art. The art's so good. Yeah, my English is better than your French will be. Okay, don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. You know, if people can understand you, that's already like half the work done. And you know what? Like when we get older, learning a new language is so difficult. I learned. I was what 7 or 8 when I started learning English. My daughter was taught French and English as she grew up, and it was so much easier for her. Do you ever get the point and click adventure coffee table book? No. You gotta send me the link. That sounds good. I would like to have it on my side table. I want to try Virtuaverse. That's the next thing I want to try. I need to finish also which is called Black Slad, and I got myself a controller for it because I was playing it on the keyboard and I freaking hated it. It's really a game that's made to play with a controller, so I got myself a nice controller. Can you say I'm going to kick Bison's ass? Bison's ass. Jeez, that's hard. Yeah, yeah. The kids learn stuff easier because yeah, the brains make the connection as they grow up. Yeah, I'm so proud of my daughter for being bilingual. In Quebec, a weekend is a fin de semaine, yes. And in France, a weekend is a weekend. They use more English words in France than we use in Quebec. Awesome, thank you, Craig. I'll check it out. If I don't get it for myself, I'll ask it. I'll ask my mom to gift it to me for my birthday or something like that. Here we go, Roger Wilco. You're in a bad shape. After touching down on a giant landing platform, you are ushered into an overcraft waiting to transport you to the mining site. Utter despair sets in. And we get the monkey boys from what you call it, Planets of the Ape. One thing I don't understand is how we can understand the French people properly in Quebec, but it doesn't work the other way around. Why? Why don't you guys in France understand our accent? What's so difficult about it? I would like to know. Pour ici ou pour apporter? For here or to go? Yeah, it's it would be a literal translation though, Dan. I'm glad to see you too, Grace. Yeah, I'm here again this week. I can't do anything. And it's taking its sweet ass time because I have the speed as normal, I think. Excuse me. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, great. I suppose we're out of fuel. Way to go, Garf Breath. That's a good insult. Don't blame me. It was your turn to fill up. You're always forgetting to fill it. Wait till Master finds out. You're in big trouble. Have you seen the French film Welcome to the Stick? Yes. Part of it, actually. Not all of it. My brother highly recommended it. Talking about French movies. There's a comedy actor that's passed away in the 80s, but is hilarious. His name is Louis de Funès. He made some movies, like most of his movies and series were made in the 80s and 70s. And he's so damn funny. I bought a box of DVDs and I lent it to my brother. And they were watching it with the kids, and the kids were laughing so much. So he's making the newer generation laugh as well as the older one. What can you tell me about voodoos? I don't know about voodoo. Don't know much about it. Sip teas and watch another quality DLSer. Thanks, Hunter. I'm also sipping, obviously. En tout cas, anyway, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Quebec expressions that are literal translations of English stuff. You think about all the culture locked behind a language barrier and feel bad or feel sad. You know, talking about the culture locked behind a language barrier, a lot of our stuff is very unknown to the rest of Canada or rest of the world because it's just very French centric. But then we have some singers that go to France, and then the people from France are like, "Stop sending us your singers and stuff, like Celine Dion or whatever." Well, Celine sings in English as well, but like I'm talking about more like the French Canadian singers that we send out to France. But then it's funny because like you have some Quebec celebrities that go to France and then they come back after a couple of years and then they start having the France accent. And it sounds excuse me, but in a way it sounds really pretentious. But they have to adjust their accent because the people from France don't understand them if they speak the Quebecois way. Hunter, I don't want to get into that argument because I know that some people are going to be upset. I've been to France once, and it was a very short trip, though. I was about a day or two. I visited Marseille and I visited Monte Carlo. The people were like super nice. It was wonderful. I loved it. Didn't go to Paris though. Maybe one day. Hey, Caffeine. How you doing? You visited. Well, Nice is like next to Monaco, so we had. I was on a cruise, and we had to pick between Nice and Monaco, and my then husband wanted to see Monaco, and I was fine with that. We did enjoy it a lot, but I found that visiting Monte Carlo / Monaco, it's won't say filthy rich, but like it's people are just like not showcasing, but like they show off so much, like with all their luxury cars and stuff. It's just a bit overwhelming. You walk the street, and then there's just like casually a Lamborghini passing by. You're like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's they were, I think, okay, back when I visited, they said that a square foot was worth about $44,000 US. And I don't know, it's very pretty, but yeah, it's just too much showcasing of money for me. It was a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, tacky. But I did get to see the casino, like where they filmed James Bonds and stuff, and that was cool. We played one game of slots. It was €20 for one game. And then they have the areas that are cordoned off. Like you need to be that tall or have that amount of money to go. You would choose Canada easily? Canada is nice. Like I love it. I feel like I'm lucky to have been born in Taki, don't I mean Ketan? Then I would say it's more like, do you have this expression then? Gigon? Do you know that one? It's a big country. Canada is big. But most of it is inhabited. It's awkward. Like it looks awkward. The amount of wealth that is displayed in Monaco. But I'm not envious or not envious or anything. Like I'm happy they have a lot of money and they can spend it on whatever they want. That's fine with me. But like if I had that much money, maybe I would feel like the necessity to show it off to everybody, but like I'm not in that position, so I can't really comment. Some people have just money to burn and they have to burn it into something, I guess. And luxury cars and whatever. Hey! Don't talk to me that way, you slime bucket! I filled it last time, dip. Oh. The argument between the two guards is cut short as gravity reasserts itself. It would be better if they spend it on helping other people out. But you know how people are. Some people are very entitled. Crash! Alright. I'm not dead. Ostentatious is a good word for it. Thank you for the very, very smart and intelligent word. Some people, yeah. Not everybody. Not everybody. Some people are generous and philanthropic. But not everybody. Good thing that the guard broke your fall. He doesn't look too happy about it though. Alright. Let's get going. You searched a grotesque body and found a small, thin magnetic card. It looks like a key card. You seem to recall seeing one somewhere in the past. The first thing that you do in Space Quest 1 is getting a key card. Alright, so I found a key card, but I don't think I took it. Yeah, I didn't take it. Alright. Alright, now I have the key card. Lol. Uh-oh, somebody saw me. That does not appear to be in the view. Look, shuttle. Okay, the hovercraft has been reduced to an amount of twisted wreckage. Everything that was straight is bent. Everything that was bent is benter. There appears to be no salvageable part. You hear a high-pitched beep. It seems to be emanating from the wrecked hovercraft. Surge beep. No, sound. Say what? Alright, everything inside is twisted and bent. You You do notice a button with a flashing light next to it. It seems to be emitting a high-pitched beep. Alright. You press the button, the light goes dark, and you no longer notice the high-pitched beep. If you don't press this, they will find you. So. You have volcano insurance to sell. Well, apparently Sludge Vault also have a lot of insurance to sell as well. You hear a voice from somewhere saying, "I don't care." Alright. Got a point for this. Now, okay, I don't remember exactly which way I have to go. I think that there is a trap right here. Whoop! There we go. I have a good memory. Ah! You fall into the bottom of a concealed pit. You might have survived the fall if you had not come in contact with several 30-centimeter long spikes planted vertically along the bottom of the pit. Hey, Kev here! How you doing? First death, but it was intentional. And we have a death music this time. Way to go, Wingnut. Once again, you demonstrated your inability to sustain life. You quickly glance around the room to see if anyone saw you blow it. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2, Roger Wilco. You've been swell to watch. Have a nice day. Alright, that's done. We're done, guys. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it's funny because King's Quest's death sound is a little bit more joyful. I think I have oh yeah. Here is like the mushrooms have no purpose other than being annoying. Here's another death scene. Zwip! I have to show them. They were so worth it. Holy jeez, boy, that mushroom thing sucked you clean up. You can't move a muscle nor see a speck of light. Like the smile. You begin to feel waves of tingling warmth and moisture. Suddenly it's not so bad in there. Wow! Check out the colors, dude. Your body and mind enjoy the short-lived buzz that is a side effect of the lethal poison you now marinate in. You are oblivious to the end. Not a bad way to go, actually. But it sure is early in the game. I had high hopes for you. They said who? Roger Wilco? Not a chance. That chump won't last 20 minutes. I lasted more than 20 minutes just because I talked so much before I got there. Hey, Okili Doikili, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day as well. I said, no way, Roger Wilco isn't that lame. So anyways, don't make me look stupid too. Death number 2. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2. Oh, we're gonna have way more deaths than that, though, because some parts require a little bit more skill, which sadly I don't have. And it's coming up very shortly as well. So in the remake, they sort of have you avoid this part. But in Space Quest 2, there is no slot machine or arcade game. Instead, they decided to do a really difficult part to walk through. The infamous Vine puzzle. Alright. So I think I have to hide here. Yes, suddenly, from somewhere to the east, you hear a thang followed by a high-pitched shriek. I'm gonna go there first. If I can. No, I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time before the guys arrive. Oh, I think I'll be fine. Okay. Alright. The little creature caught in the snare has a thick-looking pinkish skin. He looks to be less than a meter tall. He doesn't seem to be too thrilled with his predicament. I think I have to go behind here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Zwip. There we go. Got some points. And he leaves. Oh. Alright, bye. Before disappearing through a tiny hole in the bush, the little creature gives you a long glance. Oh, hang on. Can I get the rope here? Without the weight of the rope, of the little creature on the rope, it is not within your reach. Okay. Did I need it, that rope? Oh well. Ugh. Okay, I hope I didn't, because I'm screwed. We'll see. I don't remember, it's been too long. Alright, let's go a little bit faster. Normally, you have a patrol and you have to hide here. But they don't seem to be coming. So I'm just gonna go on and proceed. Alright, here's our machine. The mailbox looks typical for a mailbox. There is a slot, a tray, and a sign. Read sign. Sign says a Radical Express when it totally, no doubt, for sure has to be there a while previously. Okay. Look at slot. Slotty. Slot. The slot looks much more like an opening on the exterior of the mailbox, though which a thin piece of mail might pass. Okay. Hang on. What else did they say? A tray? Look at tray. A tray is a small indentation on the lower part of the machine. It is currently empty. Order form. Look at order form. This is an order form you remove from a magazine for a free Labian Terror Beast mating whistle. It's ready to be mailed. Thanks to the follow, Killing Moon. It is a slotty translation. Mail form. You drop the order mail form into the box. You could never play these typing games. I'm typing better than I was typing last week. Last week I kept doing like tons of typos. Mailbox hums and buzzes for a while, then an object of some sort drops into the tray at the base of the box. The machine goes silent. Look in tray. The tray is actually a small and... Okay, I read that before. Take object. Okay. Alright. We got a whistle. You didn't even notice? I had... My hands were filled with thumbs last week. This week, I don't know why, like... I feel that my finger sensitivity is not as good as last week, but I'm doing less mistakes. You love typing games? I have a love-hate relationship with them. Oh. You hear something. It sounds not unlike the overcraft you wrecked in. I think I can probably go to the next screen real quick. If I'm lucky. Alright, I think I'm fine. Oh, the mushrooms. There's nothing here that... Look, ground. Let's see, I just typoed. The ground looks like everywhere else with the exception of some growths which looks like spore or pods. Take spore. You take possession of one of the spores, being careful not to mistakenly break it open. This game seems more like a graphical game with type commands than a text adventure. Yeah, I don't play much text adventures. I love the art of these old games. Like they had so little to work with, and they made out so much out of it. That's what impresses me. 16 colors and like 320 by 480 or whatever. Like very small resolution. And look at that. I mean, it looks wonderful in my opinion. Alright, so this is the tough part. And I will probably fail a few times. So bear with me. I need to slow down the game a bit. Because I have to do it both ways. Yeah, the limitations force them to be so creative. That's what I like. I mean, I'm not saying today's games are not creative. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that they had so little to work with that they had to sort of like push the boundaries and come up with new ideas. And now nowadays you can reuse a lot of assets and stuff, and a lot of the tool sets now make the life of a programmer and a designer easier. It is me, Coyote. It is me. It is I. Oof. Oh my god. So bad. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's see the death. That was like that was a bloody pixel away. Good. You've succeeded in establishing contact with one of the planet life forms, and it looks like you get to examine it up close and personal. The giant root-looking thing is giving you a guided tour of its digestive system. It's worth it. Yeah, I know, but it's so frustrating. What you experience next is too horrible to describe. Let's just say that you die as a result. You are dead. Trust me. It may please you to know that during the night you didn't digest well. For a while, gastric distress made it extremely unpopular with the other root monsters. The digested diarrhea, yes. How dare you stream Space Quest once you're at work? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what happens though, right? You've probably played them as much, if not more, than I did. Another senseless tragedy. You can help prevent this. Vote yes on lobotomies for adventure game designers. Thank you for playing Space Quest 2. Roger Wilco, you've been most entertaining. Love that. Love that text. Really good. I never read it because I get so frustrated when I die to the ugly plant. Never seen those. Never seen those games before. Oh, there we go. That's gonna take us a long time. I'm not even at the end of the first part yet. All right. Oh my goodness. There's 2 parts in the Sierra games that I hate very much. This one and King's Quest 3 Mountain. No, not Restore. Oh, please. Not doing this again. Well, I have to do it again, but I only want to do it twice, not 4 times. Oh, that's gonna be close. Oh. Alright, and I have to go up. You have to go, G. Boston. Nice seeing you as well. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. I hope to see you again. I hope to be around next week as well. Or more. Oh! 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 Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I had a little sweat here. Now, I need to be careful. I need to not be too fast on the save game button. Because if I save and I'm saving like while hitting the plant, I'm screwed. So I gotta make sure that I'm stopped while I'm saving. Yeah, I know, and I have to do the way back afterwards. That's the thing. I think that in the remake version, you don't need to do this. Like they removed it completely. I love this part where you just like bend. All right, so we got the first part done. Oof. Take berry. It's berry actually. All right, we got some berries. Slam dunk. Yeah, first try. First try. You snag some of the odoriferous red berries. First try. Alright, let's do it again now. Just because once was not enough. Just like King's Quest 3, where you have to go through the mountain time and time again. The worst torture ever. And also a reason why I don't really feel like playing King's Quest 3. Because I know I have to do the mountain path. Whoops. And it traumatizes me just thinking about it. The remake of the 2 is one of the few Sierra games where you like the remake more than the original. Yeah, so when I played the second one, I thought the inverse actually. I didn't like the remake at all. I liked the original of the second one better. Thanks for the follow, Retro Gaming Denmark. Nice. I do like Space Quest 1 VGA better though. Because you can skip the slot machine. And you can skip the skimmer as well. But yeah. I don't know why, it's just the personal preference, I guess. What I like from Space Quest 1, and I was thinking about it again and again, there is music in the first one that there isn't in the EGA version. It makes such a big difference. The music was so good in the VGA remake of Space Quest 1. Oh, Space Venture? Good question. Maybe Tikenji knows a little bit more, Doc, about it. How you doing, by the way? You hate this pen so much, Coyote? Yeah, I hate it as well. But compared to doing the slot machine and the skimmer part, I don't find it as annoying. Still unpleasant, but more manageable than the randomness of the slot machine. Spending your time melting and playing games, so it's really warm where you are at. I mean, I've been inside most of the time because of the confinement. Oh, here we go. It had to happen, right? Yeah, and I have AC inside, so it's very comfortable inside my house. Ah, that's gonna be a hard spot. As long as I don't save by accident. Mid-90s. How much, like, what is the equivalent in Celsius? It sounds pretty warm. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Great pool weather. Yeah, I bet. Well, yeah, I'm getting my pool removed. Just because it's too much work. Like, I can't take care of it. Alright, we're past this horrible part. Oh, that's really warm. I think it's... What is it right now? Hang on. It's 27 here. Yeah, it's nice to have a pool as long as you're not the one taking care of it, right? Alright, another really scary part here. But yeah, I'm going to get it removed in the next couple of weeks, and then after that, I might get some landscaping done, and possibly a fall time or whatever, get a jacuzzi. And a jacuzzi technically is more work than a pool, but my mom is really good with jacuzzi. Here we go, done. She knows how to care for a jacuzzi better than she does for a pool. And you don't need to pass like the vacuum inside the jacuzzi if you keep the it's more like keeping the water pH and the water clear and stuff, rather than like making sure that the bottom of the pool is not filled with crap. Yeah, jacuzzis are nice. I could use a jacuzzi as well. That'd be nice. But they are expensive though, so that's something that I'm thinking about, but doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. I always have like millions of projects in my head, but out of that million project, maybe one gets realized. I like to keep my mind busy and thinking of things in the future, because it like if I think about projects, I don't think about like bad things. You hear something, it sounds not unlike the overcraft you wrecked in. Okay, I don't know where my character is, but I have to hide. Here it is, okay. I'm just gonna wait. Then once it's gone, it's not gonna come back. Phew! That was a tense moment. Vohal Tugs failed to spot you and is off to search elsewhere. Okay, good. So I got points for that. Now I can safely go to the next screen without worrying about these guys anymore. But I don't see my character, so it's a bit confusing. Oh, there it is, okay. I have to go like there. You try to keep a balance, to have enough to work, but not too much to get overwhelmed. So the little beast just rubbed itself with berries. That's the hint that you should be using berries in this part. Time to rent a vole. And use to carry your belongings to your new place of living. Good one. I don't know, it's just like, I don't know why I put Batman here, but as you guys know, I always have like weird save game names, so I'm gonna have to replace Batman by berries. You all vol, yeah. That might have been the idea when they named the guy that way. But yeah, it's really important that I keep my mind busy because also I've been off work since I had the surgery, so I can tell you that if I don't keep myself occupied, I can start thinking about bad things really quickly. So that's why gaming and streaming or thinking about projects in the future is the way that I don't go insane. Because as I said, like, you start thinking about death and, have I done this? Have I prepared this? It doesn't mean that I'm neglecting my duties. But if I have other plans to think about in my head, then I don't tend to be grinding black as much as if I'm just constantly focused on bad things. And if I'm let's say in bed for the whole day, the pain feels more painful because I'm not moving around doing things. Less thinking and more streaming, yeah. Pretty much. Okay, that sounds pretty sexual, but that's what you have to do. You rub the berries all over your body. You now smell like a walking ammonia inhalant. Yuck! Yeah, pretty much. Well, we need a you need a Barry White soundtrack during this part. There's that song that plays when you meet the ambassador in Space Quest V. That's very Barry White-ish. You're all happy to keep me occupied and keep my mind off things too. Glad. It's mutual then. Mutualism. Yuck. All right, here's the little beast. Oh, my buddy Keith. Yeah, Keith, please. Barry White is an amazing singer. Oh no! Blech. You feel something slimy clamp down on your leg and almost as suddenly spits you back out. You instinctively hear the sounds of aquatic gagging and retching. Evidently, you had a bad aftertaste from the berries. Keith and Jim Walls, please. I love these emotes. Those are my favorite emotes, other than my own that Robobin made for me. Alright, we are safe. Because we rubbed ourselves with berries. In a non-sexual way, obviously. Alright, now, excuse me, I have to spot the place where it gets a little bit deeper. I think it's around here. Or not. Maybe it's the next screen. Nope. Actually. No. It was the previous screen. I missed it. I can go faster. Come on. No, that's as fast as I can go a little bit faster. Mild corona cough. No, it's because my lungs are terrible. That's why. I was coughing way much more last week. It's I don't have the Rona. I'm looking for a hole in the water. It's been a long time, so bear with me, guys. I'm gonna do the whole place and I won't find it, obviously. There's one of the cruelest. That's one of the cruelest puzzles in the whole Space Quest series. Not only it is so difficult to find, but when you discover it, it's too late to go back here. Yeah, pretty much. And just getting to get... Oh, there we go. You stepped into a deeper area of the swamp. You are forced to swim. So this is what we were looking at. We found it. Yeah, there's so many dead ends. The reason why I'm obviously doing so well is it's not the first time I play these games. But they are as enjoyable to play and replay again. So here's the thing with this part. Not only you have to find it, but you have to take a deep breath before you dive. You take a deep breath, filling your lungs near bursting, and head for the depths below. Because if you just do dive, then you won't be able to swim to the entrance. It's stupid, but that's it. Why am I... Oh, okay, I gotta go up. Nope, I'm gonna die. Probably. Yeah. Good chance I die, because I sort of wasted my time here. I might be fine too. Yeah, there we go. Now we're good. Ta-da! The most important part in the game is here. The gem. Take the glowing gem. You believe. Thank you, Jimmy, for believing. First try, slam dunk. Yes, we did it. It was a very Monka-esque moment, I admit. Deep breath. I gotta do it again. Once again, you wisely take a load of air and head below. It's funny because he's like, he swims really awkwardly. Roberta Williams for the win. Indeed, but she didn't design this game though. But it seems very highly inspired on her cruelty. She was a cruel mistress as a game designer. Rewarding, but you had to work for it. You have gotten out of the deep spot and you're back on your soggy feet. There we go. We are out of the swamp. Hooray. Out of the swamp. I need to do a really conscious effort to pick better save games names, but I must admit that it's really difficult. Alright, I don't remember this part exactly. I guess I have to push the log. That would advance the game.
Thanks for the host.
Thanks for the host! Matt! How you doing? Climb trunk? I haven't done that in a long time. So, climb tree? This tree is dead and seems to be free of the slick secretions of some other generate. You begin to shiny your way up the snag. Crack. Crack! Oof! Holy log jams, Batman. That's why I put Batman. You almost ate the big one. Now I understand why I put the save game Batman. That is for that very reason. Again, I have to save it as Batman again. Couldn't understand why I called it Batman. The next time I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna say, why did I put that save game like Batman? And that'll be why. Oh, there we go. Yikes! You've been snared. Suspended above the ground, you are unable to move freely. After a while, the cerebral fireworks begin. Capillaries begin to burst under the strain. You pass out. Your save files usually is just dumb words like farts and butts, and you always forget which one you saved last. I know, I do the same thing, Mel. I don't know if I don't know if it's just us, but every people that I see playing these games generally go with numbers, which should be what I should be doing. Like, you know, they'll keep a number incrementing up every time they save, but I don't know why I can't do that. It's just not me. I have to use weird save game names. That's I guess that's our trademark. Once again, time passes. Excuse me. One sec. Alright, I had to clear myself. And then some more time passes. While unconscious, you have the strangest of dreams. You imagine that your name is Larry. You're wearing something known as a leisure suit, apparently made of 100% synthetic materials and proven to generate large amount of static electricity. Let's copyright it, yeah. While prowling a local known as the Land of the Long Lizards, you spend your time badgering women of the area to participate in bizarre mating rituals, such as, of course, they're not gonna specify that. We're gonna be waking up, right? You still use the same save game names you did back in the 90s. Stuff like before I die, just for fun. Before I didn't, lol. I don't know, like, I guess my save game names are more like, you know, the way I feel that day, or if, for example, there's a word that just catches my attention, like Batman. Just then, consciousness begins to creep in. Of course. Alright, that part is a little bit time sensitive, so I'm gonna have to type quickly. Your head begins to clear and you realize that you have been imprisoned. Your captor appears to be that... Excuse me, again. To be that large oaf sitting near the fire. I don't label my food containers. That would be a bad idea. It would be like food 1, food 2? No? Is this Space Quest? Yes, it's Space Quest 2. Here, BS 1, 2, 3. Random fruit, globs of junk. Yes. Yes, Matt, exactly. Stuff. Random stuff, not so random. Red stuff, orange stuff. Okay, so now what I need to do is guard. Let's save us guard. The hunter seems to ignore you. The hunter stands and takes a long look at your direction. His face, though strange in its own right, bears an expression one might see as only a freak show patron. He moves closer. Okay. And we do this. You would end. Spore. There we go. I had to throw it, not drop it. Upon impact with the ground, the spore opens and spews its dust into the air. The hunter falls to the ground paralyzed. Get key. Search through the bars and take possession of the key. Unlock cage. You slip the key into the lock and give it a turn. The lock snaps open. Isn't it the part where you will automatically die unless you rescued the little critter way earlier? Yes. Well, just right after this. Open the cage door. And then I gotta get the rope. Grab the rope and then we get out. That's it. There's nothing else to do here. But if we take too long, he wakes up. So that's why we gotta be quick. Okay, come on, guys. This looks fantastic. I love the art. Isn't it beautiful? Like this brings me memories. Excuse me. Good place for a picnic, yeah. As long as the hunter's not around. But yeah, it's very pretty. I love the art. Less is more. I agree. Look at that. And I have the big cursor right in the screen just to annoy you guys. Okay, so I got the rope. And I got the gem. I saved the little guy. Oh, I think there is one thing I haven't done. And it's dialect translator. It is on. Okay, it's on. The game goes with the art from Sierra SCI games. Yeah, it's. I mean, like I like all of them. Like even the VGA games are pretty, but I find that like they're a really soft spot. Like where they had the prettiest art is in the age of Space Quest 3. Conquest of Camelot. Laura Bow 1. Like King's Quest 4-ish. Like that was where I think the art was the most beautiful. They had it was still like 16 colors, but I think they had a better resolution or something like that. Beneath the Steel Sky has some cool art. I have a copy of it. Hey, thanks for the follow, Sujak. How you doing? I think it was free for a bit on GOG, and I snatched it. I just haven't played it yet. I don't know if I need to climb on it. Yeah, I think yeah. Not right now. What do you mean? You are not near a good place to tie the rope. Come on. There we go. I had to be the other side. It is still free on GOG. Okay, guys. So if you want to get Beneath a Still Sky, it is still free. Some games are free, some aren't sometimes. So you gotta keep looking. There's 2 remakes of Space Quest 3 being made, one in 2D and the other in 3D. Even with a VR port? That's insane. But you know what's gonna happen to Kinjia though? Huh? People are still gonna say that the original version is the best. Unless they make something absolutely insane. Alright. So it's King Kong here. How do I do this again? Oops. Of course I had to do this, right? I think I had to say swing. You can't wait to retry all the remakes of Space Quest 3. Yeah, well, once it comes out, either I will try them out. But you can be certain that I'm probably gonna say that I prefer the original one. But I could be surprised. Like as I said, I found that Space Quest 1 was more enjoyable in the VGA form than the original EGA. You know, as much as I like remakes, sometimes I find it a little bit boring because it's like, you know, instead of making an original game, you're remaking a game that was already good to begin with. So I'm a bit split in my opinion, of game remakes. Some are good, excuse me. Some are not necessary. That's the very least, I think. There's the fan remake Space Quest Historian is. Oh, I didn't know he was working on one. But then, if Space Quest Historian is working on a remake, he probably is talking or is in close contact with the original devs, right? There's a 3D company that made a technical demo of it 10 years ago. And last year they decided they're going to make it full game. Nice. You never realized how good Space Quest 2 looked? Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, like, it's something you kind of digest and then you go back to it and you're like, yeah, it was better than I remember. There is a remake of King's Quest VI in the style. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so I've seen the remake of King's Quest VI in SCI. The only critic that I have is that they have too much pixels in the art. So basically, from the demo I've seen on YouTube, they just take the art of the screens and then they sort of lower the resolution, but they need to remove a little bit of the pixels because it looks too charged. That's the problem that I found. They need to make the backgrounds a little bit less charged with pixels. And it would look perfect, in my opinion. Okay, so you release your grip on the rope. This has a negative effect on your resistance to the urging of the gravity. Another senseless tragedy. You can prevent this. Vote yes. Okay, we had that before. That goes back to less is more, right? But I think it's still beautiful. Like, they're doing a great job. Just need to lower the amount of pixel per screen. Because you kind of lose the... It's more difficult to focus on the character. Alright, so... Yeah, Roger is suffering a lot of deaths to me. Sadly. Gold Rush. You know what? I haven't paid Gold Rush yet, Weebill. I have it. I just haven't played it yet. But it's definitely in the era of Conquest of Camelot and Space Quest 3 and King's Quest 4 and stuff. So I think I have to wait till he does a second swing of the hand before I jump. I probably should save. But that would be the best, right? Alright. I think a second one, it won't grab me. Okay, but I should go. There we go. Haha! I have a good memory. Sometimes. Alright. I have to catch up now. It is quite hard. There is 3 paths of completing. Alright, I have to check it out. That would be a blind playthrough if I played Gold Rush. Death of the player is a Sierra trademark, yeah. If you do not die at least 3 times per screen, it's not a Sierra game. Indeed. Meanwhile, King's Quest 1 looks like it was drawn by school children. Yeah, King's Quest 1 is well, I mean, you know, that they started, right? That was their first try. Well, maybe not their first try, but they got better artists and stuff, and they got better at it. They had better engines for the games as well. But I was looking through my copy of King's Quest that came with the manual, And what I found interesting is King Graham, or actually Graham the Knight in the first game, because he's not King Graham yet. But the way they wrote his name was Grahammy. But I guess they decided probably to change it last minute. They took the E off Graham. But yeah, if you have the GOG version and you look at the manual, you're gonna see that in the manual Graham is written like this. It's really interesting and weird at the same time. All right. There's nothing. Come on, I have the gem. There we go. You take out the gem and hold it into your palm. The room is illuminated by its glow. You hear a small shriek and the sound of many footsteps moving away from you. I love this part of the game too. It's a dark cave that's no more dark. Yeah, the art is different. Like the way they drew Graham looks like Leisure Suit Larry. King Quest I had to run on a processor with less power than an electric toothbrush. Not surprised. I mean, you know, people joke about Doom being run on a fridge now, right? A lot of people joke, can you run Doom on this hardware? Because you can run Doom on almost every hardware now, like even like a scientific calculator. All right, so we got some light, and we scared off like little critters that would have eaten us alive. Obviously. The ground below your feet disappears. You tumble down through the darkness. Yeah, this part looks great indeed. All right. That was a rather spectacular entrance. All systems seem to be intact though. And one sec. The translator responds with "Follow us, Beanpole." They hurry away. Sorry, my mom was telling me about small kiddie pool. She wants to get to my daughter, but you know, with the temperature outside and stuff, like it's impossible to find anything. It's very difficult. Replacing a big pool by a smaller one. That's the irony. So this is one thing you got to do before you change the screen. You gotta get the gem. But I don't know if I need rock. There's nothing here by that name which can be acquired, so I can't get a rock. I think I can get one later on, actually. So I don't know. Cavern. They're rude little monsters. All right. Welcome to our canyon. You look to be out of town. On the behalf of all of us, we would like to thank you for saving our compadre from the hunters. You are welcome to stay in the canyon as long as you like. When you're ready to leave, simply say the word. That's why I had a save games called Say the Word, and my assistants will show you the only way out of a being of your size. When you leave, however, we must seal the exit behind you for our own protection. Goodbye and good luck. I have to say the word. That's it. That was the puzzle. It's not please, it's not thank you. Just say the word. Alright. That's okay. This part, I don't know by heart. Ah, better. Not a great deal better, but better. Like, I have no... Okay, I think I need to increase the frames a little bit because the game is having a hard time. Let's raise that a little bit. Oof. Suddenly, an inhuman guttural moan echoes through the narrow caves. Not sure which direction it came from. The only thing you do now, for sure, is that you just soiled your undergarment. Okay, I pooped my pants. Alright. Hang on. Apparently, excuse me, the engine was not supposed to be able to render that glow, but Mark Crow hacked the engine and found a way. Good job, Mark. Guys! I have to leave for about 10 minutes. Are you cool with that? Because I have to go drop my mom so she can get her car. But I will pause the game and then I'll be back. Okay. So if you're patient enough, I'll be back. I'm not gonna stop the stream. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oof. Thank you. Thanks everyone for your patience. All right. Oof. Yes, I'm back. Are we ready to continue? I think I am. A little bit out of breath, but all right. So as I said, I don't remember the exact path to the next screen, but I believe I have to go down once more. Onward to space! Indeed. Can't I go on the right? There we go. Oops. As long as I don't have to draw a map. Nope. I got lost when I played the remake. I just know I have to keep going right. That's all I remember. But I don't know how much down I have to go. Yeah, that's the end of the hallway, right? Yep. I think I had to go down one more level. Possibly. We'll find out. So this path is it's a dead end. And I think the one below is also a dead end. Choda. Like if I go, I can't go any further. All I remember from having played it is that I have to keep going right. But I think I had to go down one more level. Possibly. As I said though, I got lost when I played the remake. Okay, so this is a dead end. Or maybe I had to go only one level down. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to map this out. Please, game, don't force me to do that. Success! No, not success. That's me celebrating too fast. I think we have it. Yes! Success for realsies. You have an opportunity to stand and spare your tender knees. The crystal clear water gives off a gentle glow. In abundance, it is able to light up the room. You take the glowing gem from between your aching jaws. You notice it is overly moist as you slip it into your pocket. Dunzos. Always happy when I don't waste too much time trying to figure out the right path. Alright, so are we taking the death? Or are we skipping the death scene? Hey Violator, how are you doing? You know what? I have a little Canadian flag. Hang on. How you want me to? Oh, hey! Hey, Essa into Offender. Thank you for the sub. I'm just gonna get my little Canada flag. I'll be back. Long story short about this little Canadian flag is so I got this flag a couple of years ago during the Olympics, the Winter Olympics in Canada. Was it made in China? Probably, yeah. Let's see. It doesn't say. It's probably too embarrassing, but it's probably made in China. There's no label on it. Hey! Thanks for the sub, Panoramania. 4 months. Nice. Appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing. Oh, Twitch Prime. Nice. Nice. Thanks for using your Twitch Prime. One quick second. So let's take the death, right? So if you go the left side, that's the death side. Look at that nice waterfall. Zoop! Yeah, I know. What a flex, right? It's a Canadian flex right there. Ah! Splat! After caroming off a pair of rock outcroppings, you find a final resting place at the base of the falls. Whee! Way to go, Wignut. Once again, you've demonstrated your inability to sustain life. You quickly glance around. Okay, yeah, we read that before. This one is not a personalized death. A country you haven't visited yet? It is worth, like, you have... In Canada, there is something for everyone. It's such a large country. If you want to see mountains, you can see mountains. If you don't like mountains, there are places that have no mountains. If you want to see plains, you can see plains. If you want to do skiing, there's a place to ski. If you like to see islands-ish kind of thing. If you like seafood. If you like doing hiking, it's heaven for hiking. Just remember that if you decide to hike in British Columbia, you should do it with a buddy because there are things called grizzlies and they can be quite dangerous, depending on the time of the year you go as well. But if you're doing like hiking in Quebec or Ontario, you won't meet grizzlies. There are none. There are brown bears though, but they're not as dangerous. They can be. They are more scared of you than you are scared of them. As you enter another of the mysterious subterranean chambers, you realize that the water is now racing towards a giant whirlpool in the middle of the area. You are caught in the strong current, powerless to alter your course. Alright, it's toilet scene. Do we have any toilet humor here? Your body is sucked down until finally you are able to resist no more and must yield to the overwhelming force. Nope, no toilet humor. Zip! Jeez, that was quite a trip. Peering around, you find yourself back into the open again. I like this. This screen as well is beautiful. Like you said, you can sort of guess like there was a civilization on this planet, but it doesn't say much more than that. It leaves to the imagination. All right. I don't know what. We're out of the cavern now. So use whistle is this part. You give the whistle a toot. It makes an odd sound. You hear an incredible whirring and grinding sound coming from the north. Okay, where's Trask from Australia? This is your time to shine, man. Here he is. Suddenly a Labian terror beast buzzes into the room like a tornado, and he looks like he could do as much damage as one. Alright. Oh, I gotta be careful. Because if he hits me, I'm dead. You chuck the cubic the cubic Rube puzzle over to the beast. The beast appears interested in your offering. So always go with a buddy that is slower than yourself. The shreds, you say? Yeah. A blue Tasmanian devil, yes. Well, it's a Labian terror beast. They were very careful not to call it a Tasmanian devil. Curiosity gets the better of him as he reaches down for it. He seems quite perplexed by the puzzling plastic polyhedron. Alright, so now he's busy. It's like a cat, man. Just throw like a little toy at the cat, and the cat is occupied for the rest of the day. You pick up a small rock generated during the terror beast granatrons. Tasmanian devil is not protected. Since it's not a real animal? Okay. Alright, I believe that the next part... I like how you crouch again. The next part you can do several ways, but I'm gonna do the way that I know. It's called what? A supporter. Load rock into supporter. Oh, it's throw rock with supporter. It's a real animal, and the title cannot be trademarked or copyrighted. Oh, I see, okay. Gotcha. I think you can either sneak in while he's not looking, or you can kill him when he's looking. Or you have to do it this way. Jesus. I'm just gonna save so I don't have to wait for it to come into the center every single time. Come on. He's gonna shoot at me. There we go. That's not what I had to do. Supporter. Why do I say suspender? There we go. You send the rock flying into the bushes. You hear it land. I missed it. How do I do this again? There we go. You cleverly use the athletic supporter to sling the rock at the guard. It makes serious contact with the side of its head. We like the way you think. I am back! Another happy panda. I am back. Like, do you mean I am back from the little break that I took, or the long break that I took from streaming? Hey, Braxton. What's up? Was watching you the other day stream that weird game that made me uncomfortable for a couple of minutes. The long break, yeah. Yeah, it's the second week in a row that I've been streaming now. I have plans in my head, but I don't want to be like overwhelmingly enthusiastic and say, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this. And then feel pressured and be like, oh, finally, I don't have the energy to do all of this. Hey, Christensen. How you doing? I'm doing good. Downfall, yeah. I think that was Downfall. Have you, Braxton, have you played Virtuaverse? Because that's one thing I would like to play. I think somebody already streamed it on GOG.com, but I don't think they played the whole game, so I might decide to pick that one up. Streaming back on GOG is a plan of mine. But they didn't like it. See, I saw Pantsless Aaron play The Observer or Observation, and he didn't like the game, but I was so hooked I had to stop watching him because I want to play the game so bad now. The Observation is a game where you play a AI of a space station, and it's sort of like a space odyssey game. Like, instead of being the human, you're sort of Hal, and then you have to discover what's happened and everything. It's not for the faint of heart, though, because there are moments like if space and void triggers you, then I don't recommend it. It's a bit of a spooky game on that end, but it sounded exciting. So, but yeah, I didn't see the stream for Virtuaverse, but I like the art. The music seems to be interesting, so I would definitely love to play it. But I do have to finish Black Slad. And Pantsless also played Black Slad, and he didn't like it. He gave me the green light to finish my playthrough because he said he probably wasn't gonna play anytime soon. So I think I'm almost done with the Black Slad as well. I probably have a couple of hours left. All right. Bloop. It drops like a lead parakeet. The ripe thud of the impact is momentarily sickening. He is perfectly still. Aww. I killed the guy from the Planet of Apes. You find nothing. So that's why you have to search the other body for a keycard. Because he has none. What do you mean? I have a keycard. See, I have a keycard. The elevator is nothing spectacular to look at. On the left side is a tin slot. You saw a friend stream it a while back. Well, okay, they said on the left side. Give me a break here. Like, left side of what? Okay, you slide the keycard into the slot and then remove it. Alright, I have to be on the right. As soon as the elevator door closes behind you, the platform on which you rest begins to rise. Yeah, he's only sleeping. So when I play WoW on the PvP server and my daughter's watching, I tell her that, you know, we're not killing anybody. We're just giving them, telling them that because they're not nice, they need to take a nap. Yours are Rogers on the other left. Yeah, I know. Which left side are we talking about? One quick sec. So they're not nice people, and they need to take a nap. That's all that happens. Nobody ever dies. They just take a nap. And then when we get killed, we're just taking a short nap, and we're in the vapes while we get back to our body. Nobody dies ever. You open the hatch and head on in. Stealing this thing is awesome. Okay, I love the art here as well. Look at that. It's amazing. You are inside a shuttle cockpit. There is an instrument panel before you. Between your legs is a throttle. You can see the local treetops. Alright, so there is an order to follow here, which I don't remember at all. So we might make a few mistakes, which is fine. Dead robot, whatever. Ship. Press power, I would say. There we go. Alright, look, screen. Ascent thrusters not ready. Altitude system. Forward equal ahead. Back equal reverse. Press a key. Thrusters. Oh. There is no horizontal control until minimum altitude has been achieved. Altitude. You have to be more specific. Jeez. Look console. Everything looks automatic. The panel is loaded with clusters of system status. There's a power button, an attitude dial, and an ascent thruster button. Press attitude dial. See what? Turn attitude dial. The VAC, vertical ascending. Okay, good. What? Ascend. Press ascend. The shuttle begins to vibrate as the ascent thrusters ignite. Alright, let's go. We done it! Without exploding. The attitude dial. Zip! That's the attitude dial. Yeah, sometimes I tell my daughter to bring down the attitude as well. But they wrote attitude, so I don't know. Like, is it supposed to be altitude? Not attitude? You're off the planet. Good rock. Good rock, yeah. Good work, Roger Wilco. Got some points for that. A tone sounds. A soft, synthesized, nice voice notes that adequate altitude. So they said altitude. They didn't say attitude. Has been achieved. Ascent thrusters are now ineffective. The monitor draws your attention again. Okay. Press a key. Minimum altitude achieved. Press a key. Okay, I'm in space. I want to go forward. Like, what do I do now? Okay. Oh, okay. The attitude dial is now set to HAC. Horizontal thing. Alright. The screen are suddenly splashed with incredibly horrible image of such voal. Wasn't one of these games where you could still die and lose in the escape shuttle? Like we didn't have some item? Uh, not sure. I think that if you don't go in the sleep chamber at the end of Space Quest 2, you can die. But you don't need an item for it, though. Hello, Roger Wilco. I've been waiting for you. Once again, my subordinate have failed me. Anyways, it looks like you'll be visiting me again soon. Don't bother trying to pilot the vehicle. I've already taken control. You will be arriving at my command post shortly. I anxiously await your arrival. He closes with a chilling laugh. It's weird to think that the new spaceship Dragon looks way more futuristic than this. Well, it's kind of retro futurism, right? Like, the Space Dragon looks futuristic, but in 20 years from now, it's going to look cheesy. And then futuristic stuff is going to look very different. It seems to go by phases, right? Like, some eras you see like very straight lines, which kind of looks futuristic, like more triangle-y, and then curves, and then you're back to very straight lines, and then the cycle keeps going. His image is frozen on the screen. The ship changes course as it had a life on its own. All you can do is hang on. Excuse me. Alright, I have no more. No more sweet juice. You love retrofuturism. I love it too. That's why I play retro games, right? You feel the ship bank. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, we're going reverse now. Here's the asteroid. Through the window, you see your apparent destination, Voal's asteroid. I love this image. Look at this, beautiful. So pretty. Like this image is so reminiscent of Star Wars in a way. Like the big circle window out into space. The massive bay door meet, jarring the entire vehicle bay. As you step down the shuttle, the door slams shut behind you. You are quite surprised not to find several of Voal's guards waiting to greet you. You begin to ponder what the twisted scientist might have in store for you. Some things that most future designs always do use current style, yes. Like 60s futuristic cars were huge and people all wear hats, etc. Yeah. And colorful wigs. Very colorful wigs. And like the long boots and stuff. Like if you look at UFO, the old series, like they have the people on the space station people, they all have purple wigs with like the sort of V-shaped bangs. It's really funny. And the music, of course. That's like super disco. Alright. The panel has a vertical row of 4 buttons. There is one small engraving on the bottom edge of the panel. Look, engraving. Come on. Anyways. It's not Space Quest 2 is not my favorite sequel, but it's not the one that I dislike the most. You have the funny feeling you're being watched. Oh crap. I have to wait for it to pass. Space Quest 6 I can't stand, honestly. But I think I think the remake of Space Quest 2, probably broadened the audience of the game. I think the most annoying part of this game is the end. Getting into the space pod. Uh, of course, right? Have some decency, man. Close the door. Okay. You slide your uniform pants down and settle into the cool ring. You go through whatever emotions might be normal for you during this act. Refreshed, you grab your pants and compose yourself. Sorry. But you didn't say that. Why? No one else has. And it probably would be risky to attempt without a flotation device handy. God damn. Okay, so I took the toilet paper. Because I'm gonna need it. And seriously, come on. The faucets aren't operational. Voal didn't seem big on personal hygiene. Really? Wow, okay. That's a disgusting bathroom. I loved. You know what? This game was in advance of its time. The true genderless bathrooms. Right here. Hey, Ba, how you doing? Uh, what do you mean? Do the graffiti says, can't send me? Aha! You know a janitorial closet when you smell one. Almost at once you sense the emptiness, a melancholy longing. Begin to feel homesick. Just got home from work, eating some lunch, nice. It's quite dark in there. On the floor, you notice a glass cutter. Alright. Okay. Don't I need a plunger? Where do I get the plunger again? I think I have to go back into the bathroom. Can't send me is the password for Leisure Suit Larry. I didn't even know that. Where's the plunger again? It's been a while. That doesn't seem to be available at this time. I'll find it. I just know I need one. All right, Kivir. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. It's my pleasure as usual. Hopefully next week I'll be back. Press. I'm trying to do the number 3, but it doesn't take it. It's written on the toilet wall. Yeah, I do know Ken Williams, the founder of Sierra. Crap. Yeah, I won't have time. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to let it pass. Yeah. This game is ahead of its time. The same machines than in Space Quest 1, though. Are you kidding me? Like, how am I supposed to go? I'm gonna have to be quick then. Let's go. I'm definitely gonna have to pick. This is the part I don't like in this game. It's quite dark in there. You do find a plunger, however. That's where the plunger is. Okay. You know what? I know what I'm missing to the trash can. Never get in the way of a Roomba. Yeah, I know. Gotta be kidding me. This game is brutal with the Roombas. Definitely brutal. I love the excuse me, the tunnel art is very pretty. Okay, there was nothing else on this floor. Okay. Hey, wake up, there is no button too, okay? Like I freaking know. Apparently there's no button too. It's the secret level. Alright. Yeah, I'm missing the garbage can. No, if I go there, I go in the trap. Alright, this is the second level. I have to go back to 4 then. Alright. I think the trash can was in the bathroom then. Sorry, I apologize. I'm starting to cough again. You love stream at this time? Yeah, it's more convenient for me to actually stream in the afternoon now because I have more energy. Yeah, I know you couldn't, and same. It went both ways, right? Couldn't watch you either. We need some afternoon streamers, and I guess I'm back into the afternoon time slot. You have stepped into the porcelain palace of sorts. It is obviously a restroom, a place which, in an interesting fashion, serves to exhibit the physical diversity of the universe. The walls are covered in a easy to hose down synthetic material. Attached to them are various locations. In various locations are devices designed to efficiently collect waste product from the life forms, which are able to physically match up to them. On the back wall are just stalls. 3 of them are in use, judging by the various feet which shows beneath the stall doors. To the left are sinks. Where's the trash can? Toilet paper, glowing gem, plunger, dark cutter. I might be on the second floor, actually. I'm gonna save here, but I might be back here. Alright, let's go the other side then. It's the less pleasant part of the game. Oof. Yeah, there's no cannon here. Alright, I dodged it. Yeah, it might be on the second floor. Thanks for the follow, Wolfina Big Box. I apologize if I massacred your name. It's definitely not intentional. Unless I can go to the second floor from this. Yeah, I can't. There we go. Alright. Okay, let's do this. The door behind you closes solidly. A barrier springs up before you. Another barrier stands in your way. You feel the floor shift below you. It is moving to the left. Alright. Oops. Let's save. Is it use plunger? Okay, I have to do this, but if I do it too early, I'm gonna fall. So I have to. I wanted to see what was the keyword that I had to use. Plunger time, yeah. Okay, we're getting close. Let's go. Oh my god. Alright, now I'm gonna type. I have to type really fast. 1 sec. Love your stream and super relaxed listening to you. Ah, thank you, Wolf in a box. In a big box. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm dead. Come on. Look, use plunger. Okay, not right now. Imagine, if you will, taking a bath in sulfuric acid and using pumice for a washcloth. After that bit of displeasure passes, it gets much worse as the acid slowly eats its way to the last critical organs. Finally, mercifully, death takes you. You should have been there for Police Quest 4. Oh, yeah, it was not relaxing. Police Quest 4 is cringe, and it's borderline twitchable, is all I can say. Like, I had serious questions about the if it was politically correct enough to stream Police Quest 4. Put in the did you not? Yeah, probably. I probably did. Let's see. I'll try it. Okay, yeah, that was put. You are entirely right. All right, let's just wait for the right time to do it. I don't know why I said use. Thanks, Joda, for steering me back in the right lane. Ah, nasty text parser playing games with me. All right, let's do this. Using firmly uncharacteristic creativity, you apply the suction cup-like plunger to the smooth metal finish and hang on for dear life. Once a janitor, always a janitor. I should be fine now. Zwip. You can either... sorry, this game is a no jumping zone. You can just wait for it to unhook. It is the janitor way. Character development. It's gonna fall off eventually, so that's why you can't use it too early. Because if you put it right as the trapdoor opens, then you fall down because the suction cup just fails. I guess I could have used it way earlier. He's still stuck on the... Oh, okay, I could do... You release your grip and drag back down. Alright, we're good. The trap part is done. I would just need the... No, you know what? Like, that's the robot part, but I still don't have the trash can. And I don't think it's on the other side either. I think it's a robot as well. Yeah. Okay, so I missed the waste basket. I need to find where it is. But I won't have to do this again. Like, once you go through the trap, you don't need to do it again. Is there a fifth floor? There might be a fifth floor. Yeah, there's a fifth floor. That's what I missed. The infamous fifth floor. That one has the alien. You're back? Welcome back, Duck. We're getting close to the end, really. Actually, no, I'm not gonna save over this one. Alright, so this one, if you're too close, I think you can get grabbed. No, that's not it. That's the other one. That's the one that has the bars that you can't get grabbed. Like this one. Like if you go too close. Doop! Yeah, you feel alarmingly dense. Apparently you were in a prime focal point for some aggression channeling by some of the caged creatures. Your compressed composition indicates that your attacker possesses considerable strength. A good guy to avoid in the future. Of course, you are damaged beyond repair and the game must end. You've made quite a bit of progress though, don't start screwing up now. Whoops. We got squished. I'm super dense, apparently. Hey, Grunt Guru. I'm all squished. Like in a like an accordion. See what? Look around. It's quite dark in there. There is a small wastebasket on the floor. Next to it is a pair of crusty work overall. I don't think I can take the overalls. You pick up the overalls. They are very small and quite worn out, not to mention filthy, and no use to you. You toss them back on the floor. As you set them down, something falls onto the floor.
Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for the raid. Step in, step in.
Hey, Crazy! Thanks for the raid. Welcome everybody. I'm finishing Space Quest II. You see some filthy overall, a wastebasket, and a lighter. Perfect. Oh yeah, I love this emote. The surprise Duncan Dao from Dune 1. And the ecstasy a blind spell from Might and Magic. Take lighter. Okay. Take basket. Okay. Aren't you amazed at how much stuff an adventure game hero can carry? Just got to know how to back. Got wiped out. Oh no. I'm so sorry. So Kriziak was playing XCOM. He's playing Superhuman. Hey Mike, thanks for the follow. Superhuman, Iron Man. So if you got wiped out, that means you're gonna have to start again. Ugh. But you're doing great. You're really doing great. It's such a hard game. I had to play for years before I actually had a full playthrough. On beginner. So starting from the beginning, learned a lot of stuff. It'll be helpful. Awesome. Great. That's what I like to hear. Alright, see if you stay on the back of the ship you don't get punched. Oh yeah. So this is another way to die. Oh no, one of the cells is opening. Who knows what unspeakable horror await behind those steel bars. On beginner, aliens also one-shot soldiers. Yeah, definitely do. The game is brutal. No matter which way you play it, it's brutal. It's just like you choose between really brutal or not so brutal. So if you let the alien come to you, the alien kisses you. Oh yuck, the dark and spiny beast with massive red lips grabs you and after a lunging glance proceeds, don't read further if the phrase French kiss bothers you, to plant a very moist French kiss on you. You are left quite stunned. So if you have never played the game before and you make the mistake of saving your game here, you're going to greatly regret it. Because I believe that once you hit the elevator, you die. Yep. Or like somewhere. It's at the very end. Okay. So I won't keep the save game then. But okay, here's what happens. I think in the remake, it happens way earlier. You hit the elevator and then you get the monster exploding out of you. But that's what happens basically. If you let the guy kiss you, then he just implanted an egg into you and yep. You're dead-ended. So I won't let the alien touch me. No point. You guys seem to all know this. And I know it as well. But yeah, this is most brutal. Like, how many dead ends does this game have? I really messed up, yeah. Definitely. The alien can touch you and give you a big moist French kiss. Oh, Wolf in a Box, you probably will meet some other dead ends. It's so difficult not to get a dead end. It's harder to avoid a dead end than getting one. And I'm saying that for most Sierra games. All right. So I believe I can do it from here. I need to put a toilet paper in basket. So that's done. And then I have to light it up. And then that's going to start a fire. And the sprinklers will go away. But I don't know if I have to do this when the robot comes out or not. While receiving an ice hosing yourself, the basket fire is extinguished. A second later, you hear a loud series of pop followed by the smell of fried electronics. Yeah, so I disabled the robots. The sprinkler sends accomplishment and cease operation. So when I first played Space Quest II, I thought you had to wait till the robot came out to do this sequence of events. But then I saw someone play and do it before the robots actually came out, and I'm like, I feel so dumb for this. Your fire and subsequent shower seems to have shorted out the burnished bullies. Because you have to type freakingly fast if you want to do this before the robot hits you. The sprinklers are semi-conscious AI. You have just entered Voal's secret chamber. The evil one himself is seated before a large console high on a platform in the center of the room. Standing obviously ready are many of the dreaded salesman's clones. So, Roger Wilco, we meet again. I must say I'm quite impressed with your resourcefulness and tenacity. I'd love to chat, but I'm busy preparing the last of my salesman clone for the trip to Xenon. So, excuse me, one sec. Just like the first game, you can have the bad ending or the good ending. If you want the good ending, you have to stop the clones from being sent to Xenon. But if you want the bad ending, you can not stop the clones from going. And then, it doesn't change the story for the third one. But, yeah. Feel free to stick around and observe the downfall of your civilization. Ha ha ha! How about I'm gonna stop you? I'm here. Hi. Going somewhere? Ha ha. Oh. As soon as you step on the platform, you are struck by a beam of light emitted from the unit on the ceiling. In a matter of seconds, you are broken into microparticles and extracted from the air. Again, the beam strikes, this time blasting into the glass jar onto the console. It is there that you are molecularly reconstructed in a miniaturized form. You too thought that the robot had to be on the screen? Yeah. At least I don't feel bad that I made that mistake again. That mistake. At least now I know that I wasn't the only one. Well, I'll be darned. My miniaturization beam does work. Well, Vol voice booms. In the old days, I'd test these things out on myself, but as you may have noticed, by my appearance, being my own guinea pig has added disadvantages. I guess this will keep you out of my way once and for all. You'll make a nice conversation piece, but that wall turns a way to put finishing touch on Xenon's fate. Zip! The newly cut pane on the glass falls onto the counter. Apparently Walls doesn't notice. Alright, so what you can do here, if you don't figure it out at first, you try to go this way. And it's always hilarious because it's a funny death. And I got squashed. Darn, Roger Wilco. I guess his lardness got a little fed up with your muddling. You've been redesigned once again, revealing a permanent overhead view. You resemble one of those wonderfully colorful mosaic commonly found on windshields. Hey, taco salad, what's up? Yuck. Alright. We got squished to death. But now we won't do it again. Because we know how to play this game, apparently. Zip! You wiggle your slim carcass through the vent. Way to go, Roger Wilco. You've just disconnected Vol life support system. He's a goner without it. Some points. And you can see Vol struggling to take his last few breaths. Not you again! You think you have won, he wheezes, but all you've done is seal your own fate. He reaches up and flips a switch on the far end of the console before dropping on the floor dead. Okay. Alright, I don't remember exactly the order of this. Press enlarge, I think. Oh, type. Type enlarge. Oh. There we go. Reduce or type enlarge. I love how he jumps on the letters. If you hit reduce, you die, obviously. Because you get way smaller. Okay, so this is the way you can get the bad ending. If you don't deactivate the insurance guys, then they're all gonna be sent to Xenon. You're once again reconstituted. This time to the correct size. You notice that the clones are gone. An examination of his repulsively turgid fabric encased mask reveals nothing other than the tube, which supplied him with blood and oxygen. You notice the letters SHSR written in pen in the back of his left hand. Okay. So I aborted the lunch. Yeah. So it's done. Writing password is bad. Yes, I know. That's how we stopped the insurance salesman. You're not obligated to do this, but you get the bad ending if you do. So we stopped that from happening. As I said last time, I had the bad ending for Space Quest 1 when I played the VGA thing. You're walking through a clear tubular passageway which seems to wind in and out along the outer perimeter of the asteroid. There is a box mounted on the west end of the tube. You open the box and noticing an oxygen mask, remove it and close the box. Alright, we're good. You don't think you ever played this one? Played 3 a bunch of... yeah, 3 is like one of the better one, if not the best. But it looks like... Look at the art though, I love it. It's beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Like the first one as well has good art, but the second one does too. And yeah, it's true that it's been overlooked quite a bit. A section of the glass tubing has fractured from the combined stress. The pressure atmosphere rushes through the relative vacuum of space. Fortunately, wearing the mask protects you from suffocation. Alright, so give me a quick sec here because now this is the part where you have to type increasingly faster than usual. And I'm probably gonna fail a few times at this. No longer needing the mask, you remove it and stow it for later. And I have to slow the speed down. Thanks to follow Xul Squared. Thank you. So I gotta do push button and then enter pod. But I gotta type it extremely fast. That's the more difficult part. Space Quest is awesome. Yeah, because of you, Grunt Guru, I'm gonna go through all of them. Oof. And any curiosity you might have harbored regarding the menacing metallic pest will now be satisfied as you have drawn too close. Your attention is attracted. I was not fast enough. Yep. Suddenly you note that each of every bone of your body feels as though it has been transformed into molten matter, never slow to catch on. You notice that you are cooking from the inside out. Oh, this is a pain that linger. Zip! God damn. Every drop of moisture is purged from your system by the intense heat of the internal barbecue. Your dehydrated composition makes it impossible to continue. Better luck next time, Roger Wilco. I wasn't fast enough. Alright, I think I have to be... Well, I'm just gonna save here. No, not restore, save. And I'm gonna speed it down. Alright, let's do this. Oh, that's not even the right screen. Derp. Alright, this is it. 40 minutes until meltdown, a synthesized voice cheerfully announces. Oh, come. Oh, the robot has apparently decided that it is permissible for you to be here since you are in the pod already. First try! Not first try, but almost. Slam dunk. Alright. Done it, guys. Upon entering the escape pod, you quickly take your seat. Apparently they're automatic. Warning, emergency escape vehicle launch sequence has begun. And we are in the clear. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful art. Loving it. 0. Phew. You're going to have to stop cutting these escapes too close, Roger Wilco. Well, now you must feel pretty good right now. You've stopped Voal from carrying out this threat of salesman infestation, ultimately destroying the twisted scientist himself. And you also managed to save your own skin. And just look at that score. Pretty darn impressive. Uh-oh. Suddenly a warning signal draws your attention onto the oxygen meter in the front panel. Reads low and dropping fast. This is just great. You knew that this was all too good to be true. You have maybe 5 minutes of air left. Well, Roger Wilco, it was nice knowing you. Only 240, I know, right? You are. I'm standing. Get closer. What do you mean? I can't even move. Aha. Now you take a time to view the interior of the pod in more detail. See a sleep chamber against one wall. You turn the plexiglass cover. Excuse me. You turn back the plexiglass cover. There we go. You make the split-second decision to enter the sleep chamber. It seals automatically. Soon you... Excuse me. Yeah, good. It's a good timing. I'm almost done because it's getting a little bit more difficult for me to talk. Soon you are overcome by a pleasant drowsiness. This is certainly better than suffocating. You begin to drift away in deep sleep with the satisfaction of having accomplished your task. You've come through in the clutch and you deserve a nice long rest. Now, if someone would just pick you up somewhere along the way. So long, Roger Wilco, and thanks again for saving your people. There we go! 250 points. We're done. Full score. For now. It's beautiful music. And I'm coughing through it. The beautiful music of Tandy 1000. There we go. It is over. For now. Until next week when we play Space Quest 3. The bestest one. And of course, we're going to be playing it in all its MT32 glory.